Greetings everyone, welcome to another one of my videos. I am Nightingale and today we are going to be looking at a walkthrough for the Divine Beast Vah Medoh. Now I'm not doing these tutorials or Divine Beasts in any particular order, so it doesn't matter if this is your first Divine Beast. You don't have to have any prerequisites, although I will tell you what gear you are going to be needing. So if you by any chance made your way up into this corner of the map, to the Rito village, then you've probably seen the big giant bird in the sky. That's Vah Medoh, the one that we're going to tackle today. And once we talk to the chief who lives right at the top of this village, then we are going to start the quest. Now this is a region that is affected by the cold, so you are going to need the snow quill equipment, or if you really want, you can have some cold resistance meals, but they don't last a long time and you are going to need it for a while. So I would strongly suggest, like you can see that I'm wearing the snow quill headdress and the trousers. You can also get the shirt for a total of 2,200 rupees, I think 2,150 rupees, but I didn't get all the full set because you can see I don't, well, you can't see, but you can see up in the corner there I don't have enough rupees, so I've just got the headdress and also the trousers. I'm not going to use any weapons or abilities that come from any other divine beast, nor the master sword, just so it's more accessible to everyone, you know, keep it consistent, available, so everyone can follow the steps that I am about to take. Now I'm going to, as is my custom, skip the story sequences so I don't spoil anything for you guys. If this is your first time, you can watch the story yourself. So here we go. Okay, welcome back. Long story short, essentially after you talk to the chief, you want to go to the next hut to talk to Saki, who is the wife of a Rito warrior called Teba, who is preparing to take on the Divine Beast. But you're going to go sort of stop him and argue that you can probably do it together. Anyway, in her cutscene that you will come across, she looks in this direction from her hut and might mislead you to think that the flight range is somewhere over there, or at least she tells you that it's a direct range to the flight range from this platform, but you don't know where. And essentially it's going to be all the way back here where we were daydreaming at the start of the video. So it's in the icy region, the Tabantha region, and you can see that there is a shrine there that I'm going to just activate so we can access it faster maybe in the future, but it's going to be no help to us at this stage. So we're going to make it there. If we've got two pieces of armor equipped, so mid-level cold resistance, then you're going to be fine. And I find that it's actually easier not to go from the flat range because you're not going to get enough height. So you want to go as far as you can and then go from maybe the chief's hut, and then you'll probably land there. So this is the sequence that you'll need to take to approach the Divine Beast. Just like you would have to. There is a sequence to approach the Divine Beast, a sort of first phase in all of the Divine Beasts. We're going to we are going to try and sneak past two of the enemies that are on horseback currently. If they do get close, all you want to do is just simply to try and just shoot them off the back of the horses. Okay, so this one I'm going to stasis. Okay, so now he's off the horse, and this one we shot off the horse as well. And you can see there's actually a frozen or a camouflaged Lizalfo enemy there as well. Now that they're off horseback, they can't actually, so they're not going to be able to keep up with you, or at least they're not going to be able to keep up with you and attack you. Alright, so this is Shawavo. If there is a chance that we'll activate the shrine, we can do it later, but that's not really relevant to the Divine Beast. So you'll see here, this is the hut, this is the archery range, and we've got some targets here that we're gonna work with. So it's fairly simple, fairly straightforward. I don't think you guys will have much trouble with this at all. Okay, So, skipping. And we've got some arrows, we've got some bows. This swallow bow is pretty good. I would recommend taking it because the swallow bow, he's also going to give you another one later on, but the swallow bow has great range, so that just means that the arrow travels further before arcing. So that is useful, even though it's not the strongest one, so it's a utility one. So we're going to talk to Tiba. He's going to give us a challenge. And the idea is that you want to shoot a number of these targets in one go. Okay, so it's not going to work if you yeah, so you're going to have to shoot all of these targets in one go. It's just aiming practice for later on. So there's also a timer. I don't think you guys will need, you guys will have any trouble with the timer. So I'm going to bring myself into a good position. I am going to use the swallow bow, and then I'm going to aim here, 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 and one more. Let's go there. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna take back what I said. You don't have to do it in one go. That would be near impossible. Anyway, so you can see that was really easy, and I'm going to. You can read the story yourself. So this chest will have a better bow. Works the same as the swallow bow, but it's better. So let's remove the swallow one, and then we're gonna go with the falcon one. Now at this stage, if you're ready, then we're actually able to make it onto the divine beast. We are going to need some bomb arrows. You need 20, I believe. So you need 20 bomb arrows. You can buy them at the Rito village. Otherwise, he's not going to take you up there. So Tiba assists us with Vah Medoh. So yeah, Tiba assists us with Vah Medoh by flying us up there. We can't reach it ourselves. Apart from exploiting some physics in the game, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm ready. Now I'm just going to point out that tip there, you can see that there was a platform. That platform actually has a chest in it, which you can't see. It probably hasn't loaded, or they're deliberately not showing us. It's got a chest there. That's for future reference. Okay, so we're dropping now. I do have the bomb arrows equipped using... So using the falcon bow, the aiming is a lot better than the other ones. Otherwise, the arrows will feel like it will fall down really quickly. Anyway, so Tiba is in the process of drawing the attention of these guys. That's actually it. That one. And we can go fight these guys. So essentially they're like 4 sentry guardians. They take bomb arrows to kill. You only need 2 arrows to hit to destroy each one. Don't get too close to the divine beast. That energy shield will knock you back. And you can see it's fairly straightforward. I'm not sure how I missed that one. And that's it, guys. So that would probably be the end of, let's say, phase 1, part 1 of this Divine Beast quest. There's not much more to it. Essentially, we're going to go inside the beast now, and then at the end take on Wind Blight.
Well done, Link.
Well now, I've seen that. I had a feeling you're here to wrest control.
Do you know, I think they did very well with Rivali, this character, because I think a game needs a character like that. Someone who's proven to be quite the skeptic of Link the Champion.
That guidance stone.
Okay, so at this stage, I would probably save. This is a section where it would be best to save here, and then you can have, I don't know, have a free go at the challenges inside the beast. But before we start, you can't actually see the map of the Divine Beast just yet, but we can actually go behind us, and there is a hidden chest that people sometimes miss, I think, only because it's, you know, we want to go forward, not back. So this is going to be our first chest before we get into the beast there. So number one, I hope that you guys can keep count with me. There are 7 chests to find in here. I am going to change my arrows to the normal ones, and while we're here, let me talk about the equipment that we're going to be using. So I do have a Master Sword. It is going to automatically go to 60 damage whenever you're inside a Divine Beast, but in case you don't have it yet, because getting a whole 10 hearts, 10 extra hearts, it's going to take a little while, 40 shrines. So we're actually not going to do that, just in case you guys don't have it. You can pick up some Knight's Broadswords, some easier weapons, elsewhere, even Dragonbone clubs, any other weapons. So I'm going to use other weapons, not that one. Otherwise, it's a bit overkill, and the the boss, Wind Blight, is going to be really easy. And I'm not going to use any of these late game bows that I've picked up. I'm going to try and focus on using the other ones that I've got here. Okay, so that I've picked up, and you will pick up a similar one in Vah Medoh itself as well. So when we go in, there is an eyeball on this side, and I'm going to use this updraft. Okay, so I'm going to ignore the chest. I'm going to use this updraft to get some distance, and that is not what I wanted. Okay, so we're gonna let's try that again. At this stage, it's probably easier to just do it the other way. So use this updraft to get some distance across this section here. So I'm using this bow, and these guys still die pretty fast. So this is the map, the guidance stone, and it's going to give us the location of the 5 terminals, as well as one aspect, one feature of this Divine Beast, as is the norm for Divine Beasts. So let's have a look. So we've got a bird, that much we already know, and you can see there are 5 terminals spread from left to right, so it's all pretty linear in that way. And what we're going to do is, once you get your map, we're going to tilt it so its right side is down. Okay, so this is the feature that I'm talking about. Okay, so if we were to face forward, we're going to tilt it so that the right side is down like that, and then we're going to tackle the right side terminals first, just because I think it makes sense to do it that way. It's smoother to do it that way. Okay, so from here you can make that chest fairly easily. Even if you accidentally take a little bit of damage, you can just carefully walk along the outside. You won't get hit or anything. Then there is another eyeball over here, and it will uncover chest number 3. Now that side is blocked with malice. You can attack it from the outside. We're going to do that later. From here, what we can do, this is where the falcon bow is handy. And maybe I'll just demonstrate to you. So if I use any other bow and I try and aim for that eyeball, it's not going to hit. In fact, it's going to be really hard because if you aim too high, it's just going to hit the ceiling. Okay, so I'm going to change back to the falcon bow, and you can see I'm just going to aim at the eyeball and it's going to hit it. So the falcon bow has a much longer range, and that's why it's useful. Okay, so we're going to fly along the underside of this wing and go up here for our first terminal. So I believe we're at 1-3 with terminals and chests. Okay.
There are 4.
Activating that will open this door that allows us to activate the section here. We are going to immediately go and strike that crystal. I forgot about these guys actually. So there's an eyeball here that causes these Stallheads to spawn, and that one was moving for me. So this is chest number 4, so we're at 1-4. Now I accidentally closed that vent when I was fighting those Stallheads. Now let me just explain the physics here. So we're going to use this bird as a bit of a hammer that will cause this stone head to strike that nail over there. Okay, and that will cause that door to open. Yeah, so that will cause that door to open with the terminal inside. Now this wind activates the vents that causes these guys to spin and keeps the door open. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get into a position where you can see. I'm going to hold that where it is. Okay, so you can, I think you can use stasis on it as well, I'm pretty sure, but this is fairly easy. So you can see the bird is tilting. That hammer is going to hit the head. I'm going to try and show you. And then it's going to cause that door to open. You can stasis it and hit it with weapons to do the same thing. Honestly, it's not going to change. It's not going to change much. Just easier to do it that way without using any durability. So 3 terminals remaining. We've done the right hand side. That's everything. That's almost everything. What we are going to do is jump back on this platform. You'll make the top of the nail section pretty easily. So this is chest number. Where are we? Is it number 5 already? So you can see that was a knight's bow. From here, what you want to do is just jump across to the left side and then open chest number, I'm afraid to say 6. Ancient Core is a good find. Take out the eyeball here, and you can pretty much just walk onto that platform. Now from here, we want to make it to that chest over there. There is a mouth covering the 4th terminal. I probably could have shot that eyeball as it was just then. So you can see that's a Knight's Claymore over there, but I'm not going to pick it up because I have enough weapons. So there's an eyeball there. We're going to open this wind vent over here, and we're just going to need to walk up slightly. Okay. So I believe that was chest number 6. There is one more that we got to take. Now this wind is actually is easily able to carry us the distance to the terminal. So now we have 2 left, and then there were 2. I'm going to do something a little bit strange here. Because we're in a perfect tilt this way, I'm going to jump through here and then make it to the bottom of this wing. So like the other side, there is a gap, there is a hole, a cave, an opening on this side of the wing as well. So this is the left side. Just in case you're lost, we're on the left side now. You can see we're on the bottom of the left side, and there's one right above us. So at this stage, we are going to tilt the bird back. Okay, this is the 3rd time. I think manipulating the bird, manipulating any divine beast, is where people get lost. They can probably be manipulating it, tilting it up, middle, down, up, middle, down, up, middle, down, multiple times, and all that will happen is just that they'll get lost. So wait until it stops, otherwise you're going to fall into the abyss. And I think it's pretty cool to fly on the underside like this. So I'm going to take out that eyeball over there, and I almost didn't make that. That was very silly. I accidentally tapped the bow a bit too early. Take out that eyeball over there. That will cause this vent to open, and we are going to follow this vent up to the tip where we mentioned earlier that there was a chest. Okay, so to the tip, and this is the final chest. Okay, so we are currently on the top side of the bird. That's where we're going to fight the divine beast. Okay, so we're at the very top here now, the top level. Did I say divine beast? I meant wind black Ganon. Okay, I'm also going to follow this wind vent, wind draft, updraft, to show you where we need to go. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just being lazy. I'm going to skip a whole puzzle here for the last terminal. So I'm pretty sure we got all 7 chests. And I'm going to make it up to... See, this is how I would probably tell you. See this stone column here? It's right underneath where we have to jump, okay? So there is a hole with a wind vent blasting into it. Okay, and you're just going to go in there and make it up this platform using whatever means that you've got. You might have to do this thing that I'm doing. Nah, you can just sprint up. Anyway, this terminal is going to open.
I want you to flap to it.
The door. No, it's not going to open the door, but you don't need it to. So essentially, we skipped the part where we needed to bomb that section, use that thing to push in that button to open the door. It's not necessary. So we can just fly back out, and then we are onto the top of the bird. Guys, that's Vah Medoh. I'm pretty sure terminal chest count is 5-7. That is what we are wanting. That is the complete beast. I'm pretty sure. Please let me know if I have in fact missed something. This is the stage where you'd probably want to make it tilt back to normal. So you can see we manipulated the bird for a total of 4 times, including this one. That wasn't to help us achieve anything, just to make the fight a bit easier. Equip a good bow. I've got a knight's bow that's pretty strong. Maybe that's a bit overkill. I'm going to use the knight's broadsword. Shield is okay. I'm going to heal up that half heart, and then save here would be a good idea. Okay, I'm going to skip the story sequence as we activate this section here, because I don't want to spoil things for you guys. But what you would want to do is try and use the updrafts. Okay, he's got a long range attack. You can see his arm cannon is what he's going to mostly be using. So use the updraft, shoot him in the face a couple of times. He is going to drop. Like that. When his head tilts back, he is going to drop. And then just run up and whack him. At this stage, you probably might have some attack up potion. I don't know how you're gonna fight him. He doesn't stay on the ground for too long, unlike the other enemies, and that is okay. So this first section is fairly simple. Use the updraft. That would give you bullet time, and he did us a little trick. I'm just trying to get him to phase 2 of the fight before he heals too much. So yeah, this is phase 2. It's still very easy. Essentially what's going to happen is he's going to launch all of these small rockets that makes a bit of an area of effect attack. So just watch out for them, but honestly they're not going to do that much. So just watch it. So you can see what they were doing there. They were making a bit of an exploding effect, and that's what they're going to do. So they're homing beacons. Where did he go? Okay, so if I had the falcon bow, that would probably have been a lot better. So you can see that these lasers are chasing us. and he's going to fly somewhere. Watch the homing beacons.
Go for it!
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Wind Black Ganon. You can see how simple that was. I'm sure that if he had hit me even once, I'd probably die straight away. But he didn't. Essentially, just use your arrows. I pretty much didn't really do anything. Didn't really do anything else apart from just shooting arrows at it. Use bomb arrows. They do add 50 damage to bosses, so that did help quite a bit. But in my defense, this is on master mode, so he was recharging health a little bit as well. Anyway, Divine Beast, I'm going to skip the story sequences, the recovery sequence of the Divine Beast, whatever, and we can talk to the chief later on, where I will also get some nice loot for saving the village, and yeah, and also receive Rivali's Gale. Alright guys, I'm not going to spoil any more. The story will unfold for you in your own save file. Please make sure you comment how I can be of service to you, what more you'd like to see, like and subscribe for more future content. Alright, love, joy, and peace out.